Hey, this is the Mighty Oba here with his weekly sports update. Once again, we are just a few days away from the NFL draft. The Buffalo Bills at the number 10 pick. What will the Buffalo Bills do? After recently attending their pre-draft luncheon, once again, no indicator of what direction they were going to go into. That was my 18th pre-draft luncheon with the Buffalo Bills, and they never tell you what direction they're going into, and you don't expect them to. They talked about some of the draft prospects, some of their needs. Of course, we all know offensive tackle because Demetrius Bell signed with the Philadelphia Eagles. But the philosophy of the Buffalo Bills is they're going to take the best available athlete at any, whenever their picks come up, no matter what. The best available athlete that they have ranked on their board. They reminded us not to get caught up into the mock drafts that are telling them who they're taking, and with past drafts, obviously this is very much so true. Very seldom have those mock drafts been very accurate. They were accurate last year because the Bills had a top 5 pick, and of course it was either between Von Miller or Marcel Darius who they were going to pick. These are the top guys in the draft, and of course the Bills took Marcel Darius. What I'm thinking that the Buffalo Bills could consider doing is possibly moving down and picking up more picks. I don't think this has not always been a policy of Buddy Nix during his era with Chan Gailey, but this could happen in this particular draft because the best value picks, I believe, are later on in the draft. At 10, you almost are in a situation that it's a can't-miss pick, and is the value there at 10 with the available athletes at the projected needs of your team? And I don't know if they're necessarily there. So I would not be surprised if the Buffalo Bills do decide to move down in some form or fashion and pick up more picks. They have 10 picks. They could possibly pick up 12 picks by moving down and moving down later in the draft and getting more value. Now, back to the stadium. You recently saw an article in the Buffalo News that stated that Russ Brandon, the CEO of the Buffalo Bills, stated that the renovation projections that the Buffalo Bills are looking for are going to be north of $200 million. This is what we've been saying all along. And of course, it seems to me that one of my problems with the elected officials is their mindset is totally on Ralph Wilson Stadium. And it's almost a refusal to entertain the idea of having a stadium in downtown Buffalo that benefits the region 12 months out of the year. This, to me, is one of the great tragedies of Western New York politics and decision making, that they refuse to come out of the box of normal Band-Aid economics, and they will once again lock themselves into Ralph Wilson Stadium for more than 20 years. If you renovate Ralph Wilson Stadium, you might as well stay there for 20 years, barring that the team is still here. I think building a new stadium is a no-brainer in Western New York. It should have been worked on after the lease in 1998. And of course, our elected officials didn't even prepare for this day. And this is one of the sad commentaries of Western New York politics, once again failing the citizens of Western New York by not having the vision necessary to stay ahead of the game. And these guys really need to be ashamed of themselves. They have not done what is needed to be done to make sure that the Buffalo Bills in this region is benefited by their decisions. And the best decision for Western New York is to build a retractable roof stadium in downtown Buffalo. Make sure that it is used 12 months out of the year, whereas Ralph Wilson Stadium is only used 10 times out of the year. This is the Mighty Oba, once again with our weekly sports update. We'll see you next week right here with our weekly sports update.